Warning.
Yep, a big warning on this one. Samuel Hurd is about to compare disfellowshipped children to demons. Hello, my little soda siphons. How you doing? Thank you as always for popping by. I'm feeling a bit wilted. I think the heat has finally got to me. I'm like a wilted lettuce here, just sort of splodged out. So lots that I wanted to share with you, because so much is happening in J-Dub land. I know so much that they're actually doing themselves and putting out so many reactions around the world. But this was something that I found today on XJW Reddit. Really interesting. Now, someone has uploaded to SoundCloud Sam Hurd. Now, this is from the 5th of August, and he gave the final talk at the Birmingham, Alabama convention. Now, I'm not going to play you the SoundCloud link itself. It's very bad quality, and by the time I've filtered it through this, it'd be even worse. But I will put up the link in the description box, so you can go there yourself. But the person has very kindly transcribed part of the talk for us. About 1 minute 25 in, and it's pretty shocking. Apparently he's not talking what's within the talk outlines. You know, they're giving outlines, but I guess he's a big boss, he can say what he wants, and apparently he just has again. So look at this. Yeah, you can imagine his voice doing it as well. You have a disfellowshipped grown child, either a male or female, daughter or son. Disfellowshipped grown child not living at home. They have their own place to live. How do you treat them? Do you treat them as disfellowshipped? That's what the Bible says you should do. Now, of course, there's things you can do. Now, I don't have to tell you what you can do. You know what you can do. Blimey, he talks in riddles, doesn't he? But think about what you should do. That's the thing you want to be careful of. Well, do we have any background on that? Yes. Once the demons were thrown out of Jehovah's house, they were not permitted back in. That tell you something? Nope, can't come back. Can't spoil the rest. Not gonna let you do it, Jehovah says. He's putting words into Jehovah's mouth now. A bit cheeky. Out you go, out you stay. So, how's this then? One of the top 8, the Octopope, one of the tentacles is saying, if you have a disfellowshipped son or daughter, then that's it. You have to treat them like, wait for it, the demons. Demons. Think about that. Think about that. Think demon, human being, demon. Compare angel, human being, angel. There's differences. There are differences. People can act very kindly. You say, oh, you're an angel. You're an angel. You just say that, don't you? Some can be very, very naughty. Very, very evil. Shall we use that word? Do terrible things. But if you're going to believe in those different strata of beings, humans just don't have the same knowledge that a spiritual being does. They're not on the same level. They just do not know. They don't have the overview. They don't have the access that a spiritual being will do, or did do, apparently, before they were thrown out. So how can you compare them? That's really hard. That's really hard. Mr. Hurd, your heart is just full of love, isn't it? It's kind of... you know. I mean, you know. I'm going to show you just a few. There's a few interesting responses to this. So have a look. Flipping heck, though. So someone has stated, something that I would have immediately thought too, that heard saying the Bible clearly says you should shun your family members, your own children. So why didn't he quote that? Why didn't he quote it? Come on. And someone's put, but it does say to stone your rebellious child to death, and you've got a Deuteronomy reference, but that's illegal in civilized society. So I guess treating your child as if he were dead is the next best thing in religious fundy world. And they've come back, yes, that's true, and they've got a Watchtower article. Now, just to tell you, in Reddit, JW Reddit listings, they never put .org. They always put .borg, so you have to take the B out if you're using any of their links. So this is from, I couldn't tell from that one, 1988 edition, but again, I shall put a link in the description, because some people come on and go, you've made it up. We couldn't make this stuff up, that's the weird thing. So we're going to passage 11 there, paragraph 11. God certainly realizes that carrying out his righteous laws about cutting off, this is Watchtower speaking, cutting off wrongdoers often involves and affects relatives. As mentioned above, when an Israelite wrongdoer was executed, no more family association was possible. In fact, if a son was a drunkard or a glutton, his parents were to bring him before the judges, and if he was unrepentant, the parents were to share in the just executing of him, to clear away what is bad from the midst of Israel. Oh boy, thought it was bad in the kingdom hall. Lerminic. You can appreciate this understatement of the century. You can appreciate that this would not have been easy for them. So what did you do yesterday? Well, I stoned my fat son to death. Well, that couldn't have been easy for you. No, it wasn't easy when we did it, but no, it wasn't easy. I mean, for goodness sake. Imagine, too, how the wrongdoers' brothers, sisters, or grandparents felt. Well, it was me, I'd be straight away on a diet. Flipping heck. Yet they're putting loyalty to their righteous God before family affection could be life-saving for them. Well, I suppose you could get to a point where you've stoned so many people, there's no one left to stone you. So it would be life-saving in the short term. I'd read all Deuteronomy, but I suppose so many yucky things are in there. I've missed all this stoning someone for being unrepentant, I guess, but even so. Someone's put, interesting that they mentioned stoning a glutton. Have they looked at Mark Sanderson lately? They're a bit roly-poly, a lot of them. Just happens for a lot of us as we get a bit older. I'm just thinking about, what if someone's got something like friends of mine, the late son, yet Prader-Willi syndrome. You've heard of that. It's a rare genetic disorder. They don't live long on it, but many different effects. One very notable effect is that they are ravenously hungry all the time. I don't mean they feel hungry. They are just, it's like a starving hungry. That's what they feel inside. And they will eat and eat and eat anything you can get their hands on. I mean, they have to be, for a number of reasons, a lot of behavioural things and needs that their child have. But, I mean, all food would have to be locked up and the person be, some be monitored for, a lot of different things. So imagine if you had something like that, and, he's stoned to death for it. Oh, it's all right because you get resurrected. Now, someone's put afterwards, of course, now we know Jesus nailed the law to the torture stake. Yet surely we must follow Bible principles and horribly execute by stoning those who overindulge a bit. Oops, I'm hiding my chocolate cakes. Oh. Someone saying about, I think it was manna from heaven for 40 years. Walking around the desert, eating that every day, but still supposed to stone their kids if they ate too much. It'd be like maybe you just eat too much out of boredom and walk around in circles around the desert. Oh dear. The best way to shun your kids completely is to stone them. Well, someone's not very happy with Samuel heard there. Oh, and then someone brings up, and loads of us did videos on it on the time. I told you I'm a wilted lettuce today. Wilted lettuce. That there was the Canadian court case, where the barrister says, gave evidence that, and he said in his barrister robes, as far as I can't do in that Canadian accent, as far as their family members are concerned, normal family relations continue with the exception of spiritual fellowship. And many of us blew some gaskets at the time because he was a lying little toe rag. Yep, and some links to all that, so I'll try and get those links together, and hopefully everything's there in the description. Now, some people were saying that barrister was an elder. He was certainly the Watchtower official, legally guy. It's just lie. I'm wilting even more now. I can't cope with lies. They've just made me wilt some more. Well, you know what? People are getting ready, of course, for this weekend's get-together in London. Be safe. I might put something out just on some technical things for you. You'll have covered lots anyway, but do want you to be safe. Do want you to be effective. Do want you to enjoy meeting up. I need a surrogate hugger. Right, so anyone who likes giving hugs, I need you to go around and hug everyone for me. So I don't know if anyone wants that job. Everyone run ducks for cover. Okay. I think that might be it for the this was an interesting one. Someone said they had an argument with her husband about disfellowshipping, and they'd asked him if he would shun his teenage daughter if she was disfellowshipped for having sex. He said of course he would. I told him that it's ridiculous and harmful to suppress natural urges. He compares, this is classic, some J-dub brains just go there. He compared unmarried sex with murder, saying that apparently murder is also a natural urge we should all suppress. Murder is a natural urge we should all suppress. Yeah, we sort of in talks that, especially in the UK, we used to say, shooting's too good for him, or hanging's too good for him. But really, although people can drive you crazy, and sometimes I might think, now, strangle Mr. Herbert. Not really. I mean, you just say that it's not like I've never had to. I've never had to stop myself from murdering someone. And I've been driven to some extremes. But have you? I don't know. Maybe I've just missed. Perhaps I've just another thing in life that I've just missed. And someone's asked her, "Are you safe?" Which is true. As someone's really. Someone's saying he may be right. I'm having a strong natural urge to eliminate some idiots from the world. Sarcasm, naturally. What joys. Anyway, thanks for listening. Sorry about my wilting.